What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Up Entertainment. So, the arrest of Advocate Tefo, the former defense lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, it sparked a lot of controversy, and a number of conspiracy theories ended up coming out just because of that dramatic arrest. And because of this chaos and this confusion, that's why so many people ended up believing that his arrest was not just legal, but it had some kind of politics that was involved in it, which was aimed actually at silencing Advocate Tefo in an attempt to prevent the truth from coming out. So that's why so many people believe there are always these secrets that were hidden. And in this video, we're definitely going to be uncovering all of that and to see whether Advocate Tefo was being silenced or not. So the first major big question is that was Advocate Tefo actually silenced from exposing high profile names? Because Advocate Tefo himself, when he was being interviewed by news outlets, he actually claimed that there are high-ranking officials and so many influential people in high-profile positions were involved in this cover-up. And Advocate Tefo went on to mention some of these big names that involve the former police minister Bheki Cele. And so Advocate Tefo in summary was saying all of these guys are trying to manipulate the case so that justice is not served. That is what Advocate Tefo was saying in summary when he was being interviewed by ENCA, for example. But what is surprising actually is that after Advocate Tefo was arrested, then he was then removed from the Senzo Meyiwa trial. It was then seen that actually there is nothing to what Advocate Tefo had done in terms of the accusations and allegations that he was facing. So the question that we are now left with is, were the accusations that he had against Kelly Kumalo actually make him a target? Because Advocate Tefo actually boldly claimed that Kelly Kumalo should be the one in the trial, not these five accused suspects. At that time, Advocate Tefo was representing four of the five accused. So he was the defense lawyer, more like defending these five accused and calling for them to be released. That's when, after making these bold claims, he was then dramatically arrested inside the courtroom. And the judge president at that time he actually claimed that it was actually wrong to arrest Advocate Tefo like that, and it shouldn't have been done inside the courtroom. So maybe another question that we are now left with is that, was that arrest more like a warning to whistleblowers? Because it can actually happen to like send a warning in such a way that, okay, if you try and say this is what you're going to be facing. Because it could have been something like, if you challenge Kelly Kumalo, then you are going to be dealt with the way that Advocate Tefo has been dealt with. So far, there is no evidence that suggests in any way that this was a warning that was being sent to anyone through arresting Advocate Tefo, because there are still other advocates in the courtroom that are actually claiming and still requesting for Kelly Kumalo to come to the trial, but nothing is being done to them. So the claim that this was a warning to others in arresting Advocate Tefo at the moment is just a conspiracy theory that has not been proved in any way whatsoever. But obviously, the conspiracy theories cannot be blamed for coming out because this matter has not been cleared by the justice system in the eyes of the public itself. because what actually worsened the situation was that everyone, including all those who are involved in the law, were saying that that arrest was actually excessive and not even necessary at all. And we have not heard anything whatsoever from the investigating officers who are investigating that matter. It has sort of like been swept under the carpet. Or maybe, you never know. The next question is that now, did Advocate therefore know too much in this trial? Because Advocate therefore was now claiming inside the courtroom that some officers within the SA Police Service were actually involved in the cover up. So maybe Advocate therefore knew something and they wanted him removed from that role. So the claim that Advocate therefore had was that key evidence had actually been tampered with or had actually been hidden. But unfortunately, Advocate therefore couldn't prove that that evidence had actually been tampered with. So this was a claim that Advocate therefore was putting before the court. And if that was true, what he was saying, then it obviously meant that powerful forces were working behind the scenes to keep that truth hidden from the public and also from the court. But all of this is very, very difficult to try and claim and prove that this is actually true, because the people that are involved in these conspiracy theories, like Longo Twala and Kelly Kumalo, these are the guys that are involved. They are not that rich. They don't have that kind of a lot of money like they are billionaires that are able to maybe bribe the police officers or any of the judges. They don't have that lot of money. So the question now is that how can they be protected by any of these guys? Because these are not like highly influential people in society. Kelly Kumalo is a musician. Longo Twala is the son of the music producer. So this is a question that obviously pokes a hole into the conspiracy theories of Advocate Defoe's evidence being laid before the court. So these are some of the secrets and the hidden agendas that are involved in all of this case. So tell me what you think in the comment section about all of this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.